It's Tuesday trend day again, and I got 10 more low competition trends for you on Redbubble. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts, the channel all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you like to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. So in this video, I'm doing it again, another trend video, top 10 trends of the week. I just wanted to say sorry to those that lost their Redbubble account over the weekend, over this past week. I was thinking about not doing this video, but I thought there are still a lot of people on Redbubble that could use this, so I'm going to keep this going as long as I can. As long as you guys say that you keep liking this video, I'm going to keep going. In this video, I couldn't find 3 hot trends that I like, so all these 10 trends are going to be low competition trends. So you're going to want to stay till the end to see all 10. I'm going to show you the artboards and all 10 trends at the end so you can take a nice snapshot for this week, as well as another edition of trend credits. So let's get started. So trend number 1, I'm going to type it in here. I just want to work in my garden and hang out with my chickens. You can see it also has I just want to work in my garden and hang out with chickens. They both are trending right now. So make sure to use both those tags when you do this one. I'm going to click this one with my chickens. You can see just over 201 results. I just want to work in my garden and hang out with my chickens. You can take a look at some of the competition here. So a lot of gardening and chickens, obviously. So let's look at these. And then I'm going to show you my idea board for this one. So here's the idea board for this one. I just want to work on my garden and hang out with chickens. The main niche, of course, are for chickens or garden. The audience are gardeners with chickens. And some other ideas you could do here are garden puns. You know, there's lots of those. Chicken puns, tons of those. Or I want to blank and hang out with blank. So you can make your own phrase here if you don't want to do this phrase. And here are some of the graphics, of course, gardening, flowers, that kind of thing. Look for that. Wheelbarrow, of course, chickens, silhouettes of chickens or drawings of chickens, vintage chickens. So I just have a whole bunch of things here as well. Farm animals, you could do that. After you do a chickens t-shirt, you might want to do some other farm animal t-shirts or farming t-shirts. So those are great too. So great niche here. I just want to work on my garden and hang out with my chickens. That is your trend number 1. So for trend number 2, I'm going to type it in here. Greco-Roman wrestling. So you can see the competition here. It only has 170 results. Greco-Roman wrestling. So you can see not like the WWE wrestling or that kind of wrestling. This is like Olympic style wrestling. So you can see here that kind of competition here. Not a lot here. So it's a good one to break in and maybe make some sales here. So a lot of wrestling puns and funny things about wrestling. So here's the idea board I made for you guys for Greco-Roman wrestling. The niche, of course, is wrestling. And the audience are people who love Greco-Roman wrestling or wrestlers, people who are actually doing this. Probably want to wear these shirts as well. Other ideas for this are other Olympic sports, maybe some athletic designs, and maybe just even other sports in general. You can see here for graphics, you can do like a line drawing of it or silhouette of it, or just, you know, if you can draw or find a full color drawing, I think that would be good, as well as some other ideas here. So like mascot wrestling. So this is like more of an athletic kind of design. So think of the composition when you do this. I also put in here some ideas for just vintage athletic things. So, you know, it could be Greco-Roman wrestling in just like a nice font and just make it kind of a vintage look. You may not need to even put a big design of wrestlers. It could be small like that. So think of different ideas that aren't there right now of what people who wrestle would wear. So it's for them. That's the audience. So that's what I would say is think about those kinds of things when you're designing this t-shirt. This is your trend number 2. So trend number 3, I'm going to type it in here. Yellow Rose of Texas. So this is a really cool one. It has only 151 results. So you can see the competition here. A lot of roses, a lot of Texas, kind of mash up together. How can you put Texas and a rose together? Lots of good different ways. Think of stickers too, because I think these would make great stickers as well. So here's the competition. Might want to look at that. And here's the idea board I made for you. The main niche, of course, is Texas or flowers, probably a mashup of both. The audience are Texans or people who love flowers or people who just love Texas, maybe not live there, but love Texas. Other ideas are other Texas symbols. If you can find some of those, you can see in this graphic here, you got the flag and the state and the rose. Other flowers, roses, other colors of roses, other kinds of flowers, and flower patterns. So for the graphics here, you can see some of these ideas where the flower patterns are inside of Texas, or just the rose by itself makes a great sticker. And you can see other ways that you can do that. And just think of other ways where you can put the flowers with words. So here the flowers are making a border, and here as well making a border. So don't copy these. These are just ideas for you to brainstorm and think of other ways to do this Yellow Rose of Texas trend. This is your trend number 3. So trend number 4 is a positive one. Let me type in here, happy times are coming. You see it right there. See the trend lines. And it only has 114 results, so very low. Here's your competition. So lots of smiling faces, cats, rainbows is a good one, maybe beach themed, things like that. So for this idea board, happier times are coming. The main niche, I believe, is inspiration. So you're giving inspiration to people when you're saying this kind of thing. And the audience that wants to wear this are people, positive people who want this inspiration, who want to share their happiness and things like that. So other ideas for this, maybe do some other designs with happy faces, other positive sayings, or other inspirational quotes. Some of the graphics, like you saw, are happy faces, different ways you can draw happy faces. Maybe think of a way to surround things with that. Maybe happy graphics and kind of make it in a circle, or sunshine and rainbows. Those things are happy too. So you can think of different ways to make your happy face and put some text on it. I also put in the graphics, different things like on vacation or at the beach, or maybe even a sign. That kind of things are different ways that you can express happiness. So this is your trend. Happier times are coming, your trend number 4. So trend number 5, I like this one. This is a St. Patrick's Day one. So Irish lass full of sass. So you can see Irish culture and Powers Irish whiskey is also trending. That those St. Patrick Day things are going to start getting some sales. So Irish lass full of sass, very hard to say fast. 104 results, not very many results. You can look at the competition here. So a lot of them just still text based. There's some graphics, but I think there's room to make some sales here. So take a look at that. And take a look at the idea board. Here it is, the idea board for Irish lass full of sass. The main niche, of course, is St. Patrick's Day. The audience would be a sassy woman would wear this shirt, right? Some sassy woman that loves St. Patrick's Day or wearing this kind of shirt. Other ideas would be other funny Irish sayings, St. Patrick's Day stuff, of course, and other sassy woman things. So think of that. There's lots of other sassy woman quotes out there, not just Irish ones. So look for those. And the graphics, of course, I put some of the main things, clovers, the Irish flag within a clover, leprechaun hat, Ireland. Some Celtic things I think would do really well, and some patterns, green and white patterns. And then think about how to lay things out. So these are just ideas on different ways to lay out text. If you're going to just do text things, with, some graphics. So these are just ideas. Don't copy these. They're going to help you brainstorm of what you should be doing. You want to make something different that nobody else is doing. So, of course, by copying, that's not making something different. So think of a way that you can make yours different to stand out. This is trend number 5, Irish lass full of sass. So for trend number 6, I'm going to type it in here. Get your act together. So let's see what this is all about. Only 91 results. So the other tag that's with it is I hate Mondays. I'm not sure how that's related, but that's cool. Get your act together. You can see the competition here. Basically, it's kind of motivational t-shirt here. So take a look at that. This is your competitions. So I kind of went a different way with this idea board here for Get Your Act Together. So the main niche is motivation and funny sayings, but the audience I thought could be actors or people that love the theater, that kind of thing. Maybe those that love funny t-shirts. So funny sarcastic sayings are some other ideas you could do. Maybe theater shirts I thought might be connected, and text-based shirts, just funny sayings in text space. So here are some of the graphics ideas again to brainstorm with you here. Maybe action, movie, this kind of clipboard, theater, of course, get your act together. Maybe the director is actually saying get your act together. And then it made me think of Broadway. So kind of a different take on get your act together. You can try it out. Other ways you could do it is just make the text really nice, different ways. We talked about composition in some of my other designs. So you can see here just different ways to lay out text. Get your act together just in a nice way with text and very little graphics. So this is an idea board for this trend number 6, get your act together. So trend number 7 is something Kamala Harris said, I eat no for breakfast. So it is trending. Not very hard, but it's 78 results right now. You can see someone using Kamala here, the Biden glasses. So very new one. I think she said it recently, so people have jumped on this one. I eat no for breakfast. It's not trademarked yet. So here's the idea board I made for this trend. I eat no for breakfast. Of course, the main niche is political or Kamala Harris. The audience are Kamala fans. Other ideas you could do are other Kamala sayings that she said, maybe some Biden designs, and maybe just America, USA kind of designs here. So, of course, the graphics are Kamala Harris. Make sure you use one that you have the rights to. Don't just take a picture off the internet. So I put these here, but it doesn't mean that you can use them. Just ideas on what you could use if you had the rights to it. You can use the American flag in glasses, USA, other USA kind of clip art and stuff like that. So here are just some ideas on how you can make other USA designs with maybe other sayings. So this is trend number 7. So the next trend is related to homeschooling. So I'm going to type in here, best homeschool teacher ever. So you can see that. It only has 66 results. And here's your competition. Not a lot, and it's mostly text. So you got a good chance to get on this one. So here's the idea board for this one. Of course, the main niche is homeschool. So there's a lot of homeschooling t-shirts right now. The audience is, I think, a mom with kids in school. So make sure you make this for a mom. I think best teacher, I mean, it could be a dad as well. So both moms and dads are homeschooling and are teachers to their kids. So you could do one for mom, you could do one for dad. Just make sure that you do it in that style for that audience. So other ideas are for other homeschool sayings. Look for those. Look for teacher shirts. So just regular teacher shirts, not just homeschool teacher shirts. I think you could, switch out words for that. And other school related t-shirts. If you've seen my other video, school t-shirts are really hot right now. So think of that. Here are some graphics, some homeschooling graphics, with the pencil or that kind of thing. Apple is always good. And here are some other ideas where you can design for maybe a mom with kids in school. So you can see here different kinds of fonts, maybe world's best teacher kind of thing where it's like an award. A lot of handwritten kind of things for moms like this. Think of those kind of things when you're designing for mom. And if you're going to do one for dad, then think of bold fonts for dad if you're going to do one for dad as the homeschool teacher. So this is your trend number 8, best homeschool teacher ever. Number 9, it kind of goes hand in hand with St. Patrick's Day. Not exactly, but I'm going to type it in here. The breweries are calling and I must go. You can see here the breweries are calling is another trend. So both of them, don't forget to use both of those in your tags. I'm going to click on the breweries are calling, I must go. Let's click on there and you can see 50 results. So very low competition here. I wonder how much the other one has. The breweries are calling. Let's see this one. So that one only has 71 results. So both of them are low competition trends. You can do either one. I'm going to go with the other one though, and I must go. I like that. So you can see here, it's kind of a play on the mountains are calling and I must go, if you've seen that trend. So this one's really cool. And of course, beer and things like that for a brewery. So here's the idea board. The main niche, of course, is beer and breweries. The audience, of course, are beer lovers would wear this. And other ideas are other beer shirts. You can make, there's a ton of beer shirts you could make. Or blank is calling and I must go. Or other brew puns. So I put here some graphics I found online. These kind of labels, these brewery labels or brewery clip art. Beer, of course. Like I said earlier, this is a play on the mountains are calling and I must go. So think of other ways you can do that. Craft beer is a good one. Maybe some brew puns. Stay beautiful, right? And you can see here there's other ways you can do it. The ocean is calling, I must go. Summer is calling, I must go. The river is calling, I must go. There's so many different things that you could do. Think of your own one that you put in here, and I think you can do really well for that. So this is trend number 9. The breweries are calling and I must go. So for your last trend here, trend number 10 for this video, it is downtown Ventura. You can see right there, downtown Ventura. It is very low competition, only 33 results. Not sure why it's trending, but there's different ways to do downtown Ventura. You can see surfing or the pier or actually downtown. If you actually live downtown in downtown Ventura and take some photos, those would do really well and makes perfect sense for that tag here. So you can see other people are doing photos and things like that. I think that's a great idea if you're a photographer. It's a good one. So California and things like that. So some ideas for downtown Ventura. Of course, the main niche is California. The audience are California lovers, or more specifically Ventura lovers. Other ideas are other Ventura ideas. You know, you don't have to do downtown. You could do the beach, you could do the pier, you could do cars, whatever. Surfing. Other California cities are great. Once you have Ventura there, if you did it in a good way, you could probably swipe out the Ventura with another city, or beach and surfing shirts. So here are some ideas. Like I said, photos of downtown would be awesome if you're right down there and you can take your own photos. Maybe some California kind of vibes here with the beach and the van and that kind of thing, or palm trees. You can put Ventura instead of California here. Surfing. So you can see here, these are some other ways people have done Ventura. Do your own style. Don't copy these. These are just to brainstorm and have inspiration. So this is your trend number 10, downtown Ventura. So there you have it. Those are all the 10 trends in this video, all for RedBubble. These are all low competition trends. None of these are like hot trends right now, but I think they will be, in especially some of the St. Patrick's Day ones could be hot trends. So take your snapshot here. This is your to-do list for the week and work on these. Let me know in the comments if you like these or any of these stick out to you. I would also like to know if these trends are helping you get some sales. I know it's kind of hard to get sales with low competition trends, but I'm hoping that these do help. So thanks so much for watching, and your reward is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for staying till the end for this trend credits. Here is your trend. So I'm taking one of the trends from the RedBubble Trends that I showed earlier and showing you that sometimes they actually work on Amazon. So here I am on Amazon. We know that it was trending on RedBubble. Let's see if it's trending here. I typed it in, and then you just look at the BSR. So 560, 468, 657, that's pretty low. Those are higher. Let's see. 322, 839, 520, so 335. So you can see a lot of low BSRs for this one too. That's how you check if it's actually trending on Amazon. And of course you can check Merch Informer, type it in. The breweries are calling it's getting an A, so you know it's good. I have a link in my description for Merch Informer if you don't have Merch Informer already. So that is your trend today. One of the same trends that are using on RedBubble, but also is good on Amazon. So it doesn't always work out that it is a trend on RedBubble and Amazon. You have to check those individually. So it could be trending on RedBubble. We saw the trend line, so that makes it a trend. And you saw the low BSRs here on Amazon as well in Merch Informer, so you know it's a trend here. So you have to check both times. It's not always a guarantee. Vice versa as well. So sometimes the trends that I share on trend credits in Amazon aren't necessarily good on RedBubble. They're not necessarily trends on RedBubble. So make sure you check for your specific print-on-demand site when you check for trends. That is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If this video is really valuable to you, give it a like. It really helps the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to this channel. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.